Pam here with a tea time. This is purely because of the situation we're all finding ourselves in collectively in humanity. These are messy times. And so part of what I write about in my book and what I stand for, and I have a pause button, is a pause, reflect, respond process. This method's worked for me, and how I see it is like the transformation of a butterfly. The caterpillar to the chrysalis to the butterfly. And I believe every situation, even a collective whole, we're in the messy stage of the chrysalis with all the gooey part of it. But think about, in a pause, is the situational assessment. In every situation, we are like the caterpillar with no eyes, sensing our way through, and we don't have wings either. So every situation, so this situation, we're all leaning into it, and it's really easy to try to avoid it, but when we really lean into that chrysalis and let the gooey part happen, difficult conversations happen, be okay with the unknowns and ambiguity and the nuances of all of those changes happening. I imagine we're in the chrysalis, and I'm inviting you to feel that. But guess what happens as you go through that whole process, and it's uncomfortable, and it's just uncomfortable, and ew. We're in the ew, and if we can just trust the process of whatever it is we need to learn, or we need to pause, and the reflection time is what I call that reflection phase in the chrysalis. We go within. We have difficult conversations. We journal. We do all of the things to really zoom out. But we also learn to actively listen to others' experiences now and zoom out and try to imagine their lenses and imagine how everyone else is experiencing it and noting how we are. Then we can grow out of that chrysalis. And guess what is? New eyes. We didn't have those eyes before, that vision, and wings. The key is, though, with a monarch and any other butterfly, they have to still stay still until the wings are dry. So even if you can start seeing, and even though you might have the wings on the back, there's still more process. So I hope this helps others get through this, because it is messy times. But like nature and the natural world and the universe order and our species, there is a metamorphosis happening. And I think the more of us who can just embrace that stage and be in it, in the messy of it, like I talk about as an artist and the creator and brand world, and now moving into public service, there is messy. And we can get through these things by having those difficult conversations and true assessment for a strategic response. That's why I call it the pause, reflect, respond. We respond with those new eyes and new wings. Have a good night. Hope you enjoyed my tea time.